Hello friends, welcome back to this brand identity design course. In this video, we will talk about the layer panel and how to use it. Please remember to share this video, like and subscribe. This will allow me to create more videos like this. By default, the layer panel is on the right side of the Photoshop workspace. If it is not visible, go to Window, then go to Layer to enable it. Now think of layers like a sheet stacked on top of each other. Each layer can contain different elements like image, text, shape, or effects. Layers allow you to edit parts of your design individually without affecting other layers. Let us look at the key elements in the layer panel. The first one is the layer thumbnail. This small preview shows what each layer contains, like text, image, or shape. It provides a quick glance at what's on each layer, helping you to identify it without opening the content. The second one is layer visibility. You will see the eye icon. The eye icon to the left of each layer allows you to toggle its visibility on or off. Clicking it hides or reveals the layer, which is useful when you want to isolate specific layers or check how individual elements affect the design. Now let's talk about the layer name. Each layer has a default name, for example, layer 1, layer 0, which can be changed by double-clicking on the name. Renaming layers help you keep your project organized, especially when working with multiple layers. The next one is the New Layer button. This button, represented by a square at the bottom of the panel, creates a new blank layer above the selected layer. Alternatively, you can use shortcuts like Shift-Ctrl-N on Windows or Shift-Command-N on your MacBook. You can also locate the Delete Layer button. Located next to the New Layer button, this trash icon lets you delete the selected layer. Be conscious when deleting layers, as this action cannot be undone for some complex files. Now let's look at the adjustment layer. These layers apply color or tonal adjustment like brightness, contrast, or hue without altering the actual pixel of an image. Adjustment layer apply effect on all layers beneath them in the stack, making them versatile for global edits. Now let's also look at the layer style, the FX icon. The FX icon at the bottom opens layer styles option, such as adding shadow, strokes, glows, or other effects to the selected layer. You can double-click a layer to open its layer style for more options. Now let's talk about grouping your layers. Grouping by using Ctrl-G or Command-G allows you to combine layers into folders to keep your workspace organized. This is helpful when managing complex design with many layers. Select the layers you want to group by clicking down Ctrl key on your Windows and clicking the layers. Then press Ctrl-G to group them. Now let's talk about layer mask. The mask icon is a rectangle with a circle inside. It allows you to add a layer mask for non-destructive editing. By painting black on the mask, you hide part of the layer, while white reveals them. This is a great tool for blending or hiding specific areas of your design or layer. Let us look at the top of the layer panel. You see lock options. The lock options has other functionality, for example, the lock transparency, which prevent changes to the transparent part of the layer. Also, you have lock image pixel that stop you from making changes to the layer's pixel content. We also have lock position that prevent the layer from moving within the canvas. You can also lock all content, which allows you to lock all aspects of layers to prevent any editing. Now let's move to the opacity and fill. The opacity controls the transparency of the layer. Setting it to 0% makes the layer invisible, while 100% is fully visible. The fill also looks similar to opacity, but affect the content of the layer, e.g. the shape and text, and not any apply layer effect like shadow or glow. Now let us look at the layer blending modes. At the top of the layer panel, the blending mode drop-down menu controls all the selected layer interacts with layers below it. Blending modes like multiply, overlay, and screen can create different visual effects by blending colors and lighting. For example, if I blend this shape with this picture using blending modes, You can see the possible visual effect that can be used in our brand design as I scroll through the blending options. Now that you have known a little bit about the layers, let's talk about clipping mask. A clipping mask lets you apply layers content only to the visible areas of the layer below it. It is often used for creating textual text, adding effects within shape, or confining an image to a specific area without permanent changes. How do you use your clipping mask? Make sure you have at least 2 layers. The layer you want to clip an image and the base layer that will act as a mask, e.g. it can be a text or a shape. Now position the layer. Place the layer you want to mask above the layer that will act as the mask. Apply the layer by right-clicking on the upper layer, the one you want to be clipped, and choose Create Clip Mask. Alternatively, you can hold down Alt or Options on your Mac and click between the 2 layers in the layer panels to create the mask. Adjust the mask layer. Now the top layer will be confined to the non-transparent areas of the layer below it. You can move or resize it without affecting the mask area. Lastly, we will talk about converting your layers to smart objects. Smart objects are layers that contain image data from raster of vector images and allow for non-destructing editing. This means you can transform, wrap, apply filter, and resize without losing the quality of your design. So why do we use smart objects? For non-destructive transformation, we can resize and transform without losing quality. It's also used for editable filter by applying filter like blur, sharpening, and distortion that can be adjusted or removed later. Another reason is flexibility in composition. Smart objects retain original data by making them ideally for mockups, complex design, or templates. Now, how do you convert your layer to your smart objects? Select the layer, click on the layer you want to convert in layer panel. Right-click on the layer and choose Convert to Smart Objects. Alternatively, you can go to Layer, go to Smart Objects, then go to Convert to Smart Objects. You can also edit the smart objects. What you need to do is double-click the smart object thumbnail in the layer panel to open and edit it in a new window. Any changes you make will automatically update in your main document, altering the original image. If you find this video valuable, please like, share, and hit the subscribe button. See you in the next video.